Most horror movies test your fear, but these 7 nightmare scenarios will test your purest instinct for survival. From blind monsters that hunt the slightest sound to intricate mechanical traps counting down your final seconds, one wrong choice means instant death. In this video, you will face 7 deadly survival tests. Ask yourself honestly, how many of them could you actually escape? Test your limits and comment below your final score. Welcome to the ultimate horror survival test. Following a violent summer storm, an unnaturally thick white fog rolls down from the mountains, enveloping a quiet town and trapping dozens of civilians inside a local supermarket. This isn't an ordinary weather event. Concealed within the dense mist are horrific interdimensional leviathans, giant razor-sharp tentacles, and flying apex predators unleashed by a military experiment gone wrong. Stepping outside into the white void means instant dismemberment. The moment you cross the glass doors, invisible horrors drag you screaming into the fog. Giant predatory insects dissolve human skin with acidic venom, while colossal gargantuan monstrosities walk over the town on towering tendril legs. As night falls, the true nightmare shifts inside. Fear and desperation turn ordinary neighbors into a bloodthirsty religious cult, convinced that human sacrifice is the only way to appease the fog. Surviving the mist requires surviving both the colossal alien monsters outside and the fanatical savagery of human nature trapped within. When hope dies, a desperate escape into the endless white fog leads to one of the most devastatingly heart-wrenching twist endings in horror history. In a world where visibility is zero and trust is fatal, the fog steals your vision while humanity steals your sanity. If a dense, creature-filled fog In almost every horror film, you can shoot the killer, run away, or hide in the shadows. But in Final Destination, your enemy possesses no physical body. It is the inescapable fabric of fate itself. When a survivor has a sudden premonition and cheats death's grand design, death doesn't get angry. It simply resets the list to reclaim what belongs to it. Death operates through the terrifying mechanics of the butterfly effect. A tiny drip of water on a power outlet, a loose bolt on a ceiling fan, or a rusted metal cable. A single harmless flaw triggers an escalating, unstoppable chain reaction of lethal accidents that turns everyday objects into deadly weapons. You can look both ways before crossing the street, but a runaway truck, a flying piece of glass, or a sudden mechanical failure will still find you. Extreme paranoia becomes your permanent mental state. Every creak, every gust of wind, and every innocent shadow feels like an impending execution. Even if you lock yourself inside a padded room stripped of all sharp objects, a freak gas leak or a stray spark will ensure death's list is completed. You cannot outsmart, outrun, or bargain with an entity that literally controls the laws of physics around you. If you were marked on death's list in Final Destination, how many days do you think you could cheat fate? In space, no one can hear you scream. The commercial towing vessel Nostromo awakens its 7 crew-member team to investigate an unknown distress signal from an alien moon. Exploring a derelict alien spacecraft, the crew discovers thousands of leathery eggs before a parasite breaches Kane's helmet and attaches to his face. During dinner, the parasite erupts violently from Kane's chest in one of the most iconic, shocking scenes in cinema history, escaping into the ship's dark vents. Within hours, the tiny creature rapidly matures into an 8-foot-tall biomechanical apex predator with acid for blood and a secondary pharyngeal jaw. Trapped millions of miles from Earth, the unarmed crew members are stalked and slaughtered one by one in the claustrophobic metallic corridors. Officer Ellen Ripley discovers that the company secretly ordered their android Ash to bring the alien specimen back alive, treating the human crew as completely expendable. With her crewmates dead, Ripley initiates the Nostromo's nuclear self-destruct sequence, making a desperate run for the shuttle with only her cat Jonesy. The xenomorph is the ultimate organism, unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality. If you were trapped aboard the dark corridors of the Nostromo with a xenomorph hunting in the vents, would you survive or become its host? On day one of the invasion, human civilization collapsed in less than 24 hours. Blind extraterrestrial predators descended upon Earth, hunting exclusively through hypersensitive acoustic sensors. They cannot see you, but they can hear the faint click of a light switch from miles away, moving at blinding speeds with impenetrable biomechanical armor. Survival in a quiet place requires total physical and vocal submission. Families are forced to learn sign language, paint quiet footsteps on wooden floors, and walk barefoot on trails of soft sand. You can never play music, speak out loud, or drop an object. But the true horror isn't just external sounds. It is the biological betrayal of your own body. The human body is an involuntary sound machine. Joints pop, stomachs rumble with hunger, and panic triggers heavy, raspy breathing that you cannot control. Imagine getting a sudden bout of coughing, a seasonal allergy sneeze, or a sharp stomach cramp in the middle of pitch black night. Simple daily events like giving birth. Welcome to the brutal world of Jigsaw, where unappreciative victims awaken chained in filth, facing a terrifying choice between self-mutilation or agonizing death. John Kramer, a terminally ill mechanical engineer, does not consider himself a murderer. He creates intricate mechanical survival tests to teach people the true value of life. From the notorious reverse bear trap that rips open human jaws to barbed wire mazes and needle pits, every trap features a ticking digital clock. Through his creepy puppet Billy riding a tricycle, Jigsaw delivers his chilling cassette tape message. I want to play a game. Live or die, make your choice. Victims must make unimaginable sacrifices in 60 seconds, cutting off their own limbs, digging keys from behind their own eyes, or sacrificing others. Those who survive Jigsaw's tests are forever transformed, carrying a jigsaw puzzle piece carved from their flesh as a permanent reminder of their survival. The original movie features one of the greatest plot twists in cinema history, when the corpse lying in the center of the bathroom floor stands up. As the heavy sliding door slams shut into total darkness, Jigsaw delivers his final iconic line. Game over. If you woke up strapped into the reverse bear trap with 60 seconds on the clock, would you shed your own blood to survive? It follows presents one of the most terrifying, inescapable curses in horror history. A supernatural entity transmitted exclusively through sexual intimacy. Once you are infected, an invisible shape-shifting monster will constantly walk directly toward you at a calm, relentless pacing, never stopping for rest. The entity is completely invisible to everyone else, but to you, it can take the form of a terrifying stranger, a naked giant, or even someone you love. It doesn't sprint or scream. It simply walks. You can drive miles away or fly across oceans, but it will keep walking toward your exact location day and night. If the entity catches you, it will brutally gouge out your eyes and murder you on the spot, and then it immediately turns back to hunt the person who infected you. The only way to survive is to pass the curse to someone else through intimacy. But if that new target dies, the creature comes back for you next. Every person walking behind you on a quiet street could be the monster in disguise. Paranoia becomes your permanent reality. You can never relax. You can never stop looking over your shoulder. Time is the monster's greatest weapon. If you were infected by this creature today, would you pass the deadly curse to someone else or accept your fate? Welcome to the Vertical Self-Management Center, a dystopian tower of hundreds of concrete floors, where 2 prisoners are randomly assigned to each level every single month. Once a day, a floating stone platform loaded with a magnificent feast descends from floor 0, stopping for just 2 minutes at each level before moving down. The prisoners on the top levels gorge themselves without limit, leaving behind filthy scraps for the middle levels and nothing but empty plates for everyone below level 50. In the pitch-black abyss of the lower floors, starvation turns human beings into feral monsters, forcing cellmates to hunt, butcher, and devour each other to stay alive. Every month, a poisonous gas knocks everyone unconscious, randomly reassigning prisoners to new levels. Today you might be a king on level 6, Tomorrow, a victim on level 170. Spontaneous solidarity does not exist in the platform. Fear of falling back to the bottom breeds absolute cruelty toward those below you. To break the vicious cycle, two men decide to ride the platform down into the abyss with weapons, fighting to ration the food and send an unbroken message back to the administration. The platform is a terrifying mirror of human society. There are three types of people: those above, those below, and those who fall. If you were locked inside level 150 of the platform with no food, would you preserve your humanity or eat your cellmate?